So I want to show you guys something I'm rather impressed with. Now, I know the retard thinks this is not a kit amplifier. It's something I just put together. But the fact is this is not my amplifier. The owner built it and it didn't pass signal, so he brought it to me to get it passing signal. So now we know what's going on with it. We had to order some parts, and then the other thing we ordered was some speaker jacks, because these speaker jacks do not seem to lock the speaker cord in very well. So we're going to put some higher quality ones on here. But that's really not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is I'm very impressed with how this is done. My understanding is that these are Mojo Tone amplifiers and they are sold through StewMac. So this is a JTM 45. I think they call it a 62 Brit or something like that. But it is a JTM 45 circuit. And you know, like any kit amplifier, everything comes with it. Well, here's what I want to show you what StewMac did, which I think is very cool, and I would recommend thinking about it if you are new to this game of building amplifiers. Although I always recommend the first thing you build is a Fender Champ, but I don't know, they probably sell a Champ, but let me show you this. So with Mojo Tone and most amplifier kits, what you'll get is a layout and a maybe a schematic. So here's what StewMac has done, is they put together this really cool book, and I think this is great. And it tells you, it identifies the amplifier, tells you about it, and then it just breaks down how to identify resistors. It breaks down all the parts, how to identify capacitors. It teaches you soldering techniques. It tells you the tools you're gonna need. Okay. And then, which I think is really cool, here we go. It kind of goes through this, goes through that. All right, and then here we go. So it shows you a layout there. And then it literally takes you step by step into the wiring process of the amplifier. And it has you wire step by step by step. So that you don't lose track and you can just go page by page. And let me tell you, it also goes, you read it step by step. Okay, wire this wire to this, wire to this wire to that. You know, now wire the heaters in, and it tells you exactly what to do. I think this is very cool. I wish that the first amplifier I built had step by step directions like this. It makes it very simple. Kind of leaves you, you don't really even need a whole lot of knowledge to do one of these. However, you're gonna make mistakes. Everybody does, especially for a first time build. Everybody's gonna make that mistake. I've done it twice. You know, my first amplifier build, look at it, and it shows an actual picture of an actual chassis, and then it actually goes through and tells you how, you know, how to start it up, you know, what, like you would start an amplifier, you know, without tubes in it, and then with the rectifier, and what to test and where to test, make sure you have the right voltages. I think this is just great. So anyway, short little video here for anybody that's kind of thinking about getting into this tube amplifier building game. I know StewMac generally costs more, but you might think about doing a StewMac build. All right, peace out.